stops, forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint. Interlagos, always a very special race here in Brazil. It's a 2.7-mile circuit with 9 lefts and 6 rights for a total of 15 corners. The fastest lap today should have an average speed of around 135 miles per hour, if, of course, the weather stays dry until the end of the Grand Prix. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Kamui Kobayashi lines up on pole position, and the captain completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Norris, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Verstappen, Russell, Ocon, Tsunoda, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Albon, Hamilton, Magnussen, Stroll, Bottas, Perez, Joe, Hulkenberg, Hauger and Logan Sargent. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And alongside me today is a man who needs...
Welcome to Driving Immersion. This is the immersive racing experience. We drive full-length races in full simulation settings from the driver's cockpit with a Fanatec wheel and load cell pedal set. The collisions, damage, tire wear, fuel use are all implemented, along with the pit stop strategies and the ability to come in and get back out and make it fast. We have the full grid of cars with all of the skill and talent of the drivers in Formula One, and all of the weather that is set in the game. This is the full career season. There's no other series that displays all of the characteristics of the Formula One World Championship. Before we go on, click on the like and subscribe button and let us know how you enjoyed the race. It gets our channel out to other race fans like you. In addition, you'll be notified when the next race is available. Our content is on Facebook in HD and on YouTube in Ultra HD. Now let's go.
The easier you are within that
Welcome to Interlagos, the home of Ayrton Senna, Rubens Barrichello, and Emerson Fittipaldi, just to name a few. Located in between two lakes, as its name, here in São Paulo, Brazil.
So here is our default strategy, since this is a 24-lap sprint. I don't understand how we're going to go 24 laps on a set of the soft tires and only lose 1 second in speed or time.
So the laps here at Interlagos are kind of short, but 24 laps is quite a long ways to go on a set of soft tires.
Double doing in the front.
Again, this is our setup for this very short sprint race. It is going to be just partly cloudy, but clear.
And right now, a lot of the setups on the internet are without camber or tow. That may be fine, again, for time trial mode, but this is this one is a full sprint, but if we had a full race, certainly something to have to reconsider. Here's the front suspension, brakes, and tires. Again, we put air in our tires. So we are ready to go, and again, I don't know how we're going to make 24 laps on a set of softs.
So here we go from the grid. Again, we are starting in second place just behind our teammate Kamui Kobayashi as we head down into turn 1, which is falling away into the left, and we're going to bring the car down to second or third gear.
Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want you to bog down.
Kamui's on a set of mediums.
Out of turn 3, we go down the first DRS zone.
The rest of the field.
Turn 4 here falls down towards the left. A very white apron there to the right as we exit out. And we're going to be using that apron quite a lot.
No threat of rain for the time being.
Turn 5 again to the left. Turn 6 here to the right as we go uphill. This is turn 7, continuing on to the right. Turn 8 here as we slow down to second gear. We're going to bump up to third gear and quickly drop back down to second gear here into turn 9 so that we have weight on the front wheels. Exit out onto turn 10. Again, a very slow right-hander. It does have a camber that helps out our right-hand turn. Down here into turn 11. uphill into turn 12, and again exit out of turn 12. Very critical, as it is going to be foot to the floor until turn 1, and we are going to go through turn 13. DRS detection zone and DRS activated. Turn 14 here, as we are looking at pit entry on the left hand, and then the main straight with the grandstands on the right. And now we wait to form our spot into the grid.
Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts.
We wait for the lights to go out. And here we go. The sprint race is off to the start. Kamui has a very good jump, so does the Ferrari. And he is ahead of both of the Driving Immersion team.
So Kamui closed the door on us. And the Ferrari got away.
Yes, a very good start for Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari, now in P1. The number 66 Driving Immersion of Mars Medina in P2 with Kamui Kobayashi. The number 75 Driving Immersion in P3. And again, looking around, we have slightly overcast and cloudy skies. We don't expect any rain for the sprint race here on Saturday, but we do expect rain for the full race tomorrow. And during the practice sessions 1, 2, and 3 have been clear and sunny, so it definitely is a changing track here for the start of the sprint race. Here we are down the back straight and the main straight once again as we complete lap 1 of this 24-lap race. Now we are riding on board with Kamui Kobayashi in third place. He is running with a set of the medium tires. Back on board with the 66.
So we are going to stay behind the Ferrari for right now. We can definitely get around if we need to.
Use your overtake
we
button
may
more. It's time to utilize
Stay
some of
back
this
here
energy.
just to
Come on.
conserve tire. Now he's got a lot of debris from underneath this car.
Now on board with Carlos Sainz, the second Ferrari in the race. He is in fourth place. And we are coming around turn 11. Go down and go back up to turn 12. Again, very heavy braking here, and we're going to bring it down to third or fourth gear as we exit out. Again, very important here as we are going to reach the top speed here around the track. Coming around to cross the start-finish line along the pit and grandstand. Very slow into turn 1. We're going to bring it down to second or third gear.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Now behind Charles Leclerc here, we do have the DRS available to us. And right now behind the wheel, we are waiting to see how this race unfolds. Our teammate right behind with a set of the softer tires, which have better endurance but are not as grippy, is doing pretty well, staying under our wing. But right now we are going to see how Charles Leclerc with a set of the soft tires is going to handle this race. In the number 66, we don't want to sprint off and then find ourselves without a good set of tires. Again, 24 laps on a set of the soft tires is a big ask, I think, if you are considering the compound that we've been using throughout the season so far. And again, we have not been using these soft tires for much of the races, as the mediums have very good speed and then the higher tires have very good longevity. And a lot of the times we will use these soft tires for qualifying.
And that will certainly set up Kamui to come and chase after us.
And or only a single stint during the race, just simply because the time that it takes to come in and change out of them is usually not erased by the speed that they will provide lapping around the circuit. So on board with the 66, we are looking back at Kamui Kobayashi in the second driving immersion. That is Carlos Sainz in 4th place. Just behind him, a McLaren, and I believe that is Lando Norris. And then coming around turn 11, you can see the rest of the field. Turn 13 now. And we enter a DRS zone. We're going to have that on the Ferrari for Kamui, and he has a very good look on the outside of Charles Leclerc. Is he going to make it stick? This is turn 2 to the right. Nope, Charles Leclerc is going to be able to push him back out. And now Kamui has another chance into the DRS zone here, and side by side again as we come in through turn 4. But Charles Leclerc is having a good race. And I don't know right now graphically all of those things that are flying out from underneath both of the Ferraris. Perhaps they are set very low, and that is just debris flying off. I think they are the only car that is doing it right now that we can see. Again, if you look at the setup here for the sprint race, the car is kind of set medium to high, and that is because there are a lot of curbs that we're going to be riding very wide onto, including turn 1, 2, and 3. So right now in the lead is the number 66 of Mars Medina. You can see here turn 2 very wide onto the apron and the curbs. The Ferrari of Charles Leclerc ahead of the number 60, ahead of Kamui Kobayashi in the number 75. And right now from the helicopter, that is the space that we've created in the 66. In just a few laps here for the sprint race. Looks like the sun has broken through the clouds as there are now shadows on the track. Just a couple of laps ago it was somewhat overcast, but now it looks very clear. The shadows have formed. And every once in a while we get a glimpse at the area surrounding the track here at Interlagos. Having been on the Formula 1 circuit for quite a long time, it looks like that civilization has built itself around the track now. This is lap 7 of 24. Our teammate back under our wing, just 0.3 seconds behind. Now there are a few good places here to pass on the infield. But again, the easiest place if you've got the speed and your car is set up for speed is down the main straight and into turn 1. Very slow there into turn 10. It looks like Kamui might have touched the number 66. Turn 12 here and up the hill. Again, full throttle all the way out.
Still up in the grass. Now he's got DRS. Just amazing speed through here.
Once again, the 2 driving immersion cars creating space from the cars behind. Again, there are 2 Ferraris back there and 1 McLaren. And that is turn 4. Turn 5 here. We're going to go up to turn 6, kind of a blind right-hander, and we are just going to touch the curb on the inside as we turn right. Kamui side by side here, coming into 8 and 9. Very dicey moves. And that is 11 and up to 12. So Mars Medina keeps the lead for now. But again, what we're watching out for is that Kamui has a set of the medium tires, and they should be up to temperature by now. So he may have better grip on the car and on the track as the laps progress.
So a lot of understeer into 3 now.
And we cannot come in at all for a pit stop as there are no stops planned for this race.
As long as I keep the door closed, you'll have a hard time to get around.
On board with Kamui as we watch the number 66. That is turn 9. Turn 10 here, again very slow, very tight part of the track. Turn 12. And we exit out into turn 13 here. Very shortly, a DRS zone opens up, and on board with Kamui, you can see the speed advantage that he has coming down the main straight with his DRS open. He is on the outside of turn 1, unable to close the door, and the 66 again keeps the lead. So again, probably the easiest part to pass is turn 1 if you've got the speed, and again, most cars will with the DRS available.
Maybe I'm taking too much off these tires. 11%.
So this is into lap 10 with Kamui right beside us, giving us a very good race. No doubt, putting a lot of stress on the tires, and we're going to let him go just a little bit here. We do have a set of the soft tires, and as long as they stay in good shape, we are able to at least keep up with him. But again, no need to be racing in front of him and putting stress on the tires. But we'll see just where his weakness is with this set of the mediums. Again, we are coming through the main DRS zone here, and again, we will have very good speed as well. We'll look at perhaps getting by. There we are, the speed builds. We are side by side, and we easily get our tire in front of his wing. And into turn 2, we close the door. Now another DRS zone here. And you can see he is on the inside with the proximity arrows. If we are wheel to wheel, it turns red. But turn 4 is not a very simple corner, and again, we are able to stay ahead. The apron on the exit to the right is very wide, and we take advantage of that. So we are able to stay ahead.
Got him. Hold him back. The other cars are 2.3 seconds away.
So we are pulling away from the rest of the field here with our teammate, giving us a very good race. And one of the things that we've found through the season to defend from that is to let the other cars come back up and race with whoever is riding underneath our wing. And it just gives them just a little bit of a challenge, having to defend their line and their corner as well. Now riding on board here with Carlos Sainz. You can see that Charles Leclerc got by him into turn 1. Yes, right now the racing between the 66 and 75 Driving Immersion. Is very tight, and we are doing everything in the 66 to keep the 75 behind. Right here we are actually taking some of the corners a little bit slower than normal. Not only does it save the tires, but it backs up the car behind us to the cars behind him. And as we come around the corners here and even down the main straight, he will have to defend his line and defend his spot. Very quick look behind. we are, all cars very close in tow, all within reach here as they are going to activate their DRS, obviously. And the 66, we are going to hold the inside line. They will have to come around the outside. And in the center or the middle of turn 1, it actually goes away on the outside, so it dips down quite a lot faster than the inside does, so you will lose weight on the wheels. Not a very good place to be into the left-hand turn. And that is why if you're going to pass around on turn 1, you want to be on the inside as soon as you can. Now, if you can survive that, you can actually go onto the apron of turn 2. But back on board with Kamui, we are watching the number 66 just ahead. Very clearly here, you can see that Kamui's got a set of the mediums on. And unlike the World Endurance Championship, you cannot stagger your tire compounds, so we have a full set of the yellows here. And again, as the race unfolds, his grip is going to be improving while ours will be declining. 24 laps on a set of soft tires is a very long stint. There is the 66 once again taking the inside, and there is the drop off into turn 1. Now Kamui has his DRS open. You can see there the speed advantage here at Interlagos when you have your DRS open. Again, not brave enough to just slam the door on the 66, so we just scoop our way back in. And we got to see there again a couple of the Ferraris very wide on the apron on the exit of turn 4, and you can see that there are big particles flying into the air. Very much like sparks that would be flying out from underneath the car, so they may be just riding very low. Again, only the Ferraris are showing that right now. So from the 66, you can see there that we have backed up the rest of the field.
40% on the right rear.
And right now Kamui is very fast, but he's going to have to defend his line. Very close here. Again, all within reach of the lead. And this is the rear view of turn 3 into the DRS zone. And we are approaching turn 4. So as we come around turn 12, we are nearly nose to tail for the first 12 spots of the race. So again, a very close race.
So at this point, his tires should still be at maximum performance.
There's Kamui once again with the proximity arrow. He is on the outside of turn 1. We close the door coming into turn 2, and right now he is falling back just a little bit. Lap 16 now of 24. And we do expect that our tire may be declining anytime soon, but the other cars are still quite up to speed, and so is Kamui. Now we don't expect his tires to be declining, as he's got a set of the mediums which will last longer than a set of the softs. Turn 9. And this is turn 10. Again, turning out to be a very sunny day here at Interlagos in São Paulo, Brazil. This is the sprint race of the Brazilian Grand Prix. And the full race will be 71 laps on board with Kamui once again, as we get a very good look of what it's like to be on the outside. But again, not enough track there for him to get around the number 66. So he just has to fall back. DRS open again, coming into turn 4. You can see again his speed advantage, but the number 66 has just enough nose in the game so that he can't close the door.
Don't know how. Maybe I've got more wing than he does.
Coming down the main straight, a very close race once again.
Ferrari got him. Nope, you got it back.
So right now, just as we planned, we drove Kamui back to the rest of the field. And he will be dealing with the cars behind him just as well. Down the main straight once again. A little bit more space now to our teammate from the 66. There is Kamui with the DRS. He does get wheel to wheel into turn 4, but again, just not enough room. So for some reason, he's not willing to go onto the apron on the outside. Obviously, it would make a wider circle anyway, and that would make him slower. Into turn 11 out of turn 10. Now we did back him up onto the field, but it seems like he's able to stick closer to the 66 and does not have to defend his line as much. So we are taking the opportunity here to get away. The soft tires that we have on seem to be doing fairly well. The other cars also on the same compound don't seem to be suffering. And I don't know what it is in the programming or the mathematics of it all, but 24 laps again on a set of soft tires is very hard to do. There is Kamui. He's going to get ahead in and out of turn 4. That's turn 5. So right now the plan is to stay with Kamui, and perhaps we can get underneath his wing down the main straight. Again, if you are out of ERS at that point, you are pretty much defenseless to the DRS. We are looking back from Kamui's car, and he's got a very good distance here to the 66. However, that is not 1 second, so we're going to have DRS on the number 66. There it is. It's open. We are on the inside of turn 1, side by side, wheel to wheel. There is the 66 taking advantage of the wide apron on the inside of turn 2, and we are able to get by Kamui Kobayashi once again. Now this race is really wearing on, but the soft tires are still doing fairly well. And we are watching Kamui Kobayashi on a set of the medium tires. Again, as the race wears on.
Going a little bit slow here just so I can back him up a little bit.
His grip will certainly be better than ours.
Basically parked.
That is very slow into turn 10. And as you can see, the Ferraris and the rest of the field very close in tow once again. Once again, taking the inside line on the 66. Not wanting to pull the rest of the field down the main straight, as they will have DRS available to them. There is Kamui. His rear wing is open, but not enough to get by into turn 4. So right now he's got a car that's doing very well, and in fact maybe faster than the 66 at this point. But he just does not have enough speed where it counts so that he can pass. It may be likely that he's got more wing than us. There is the wear on our set of soft tires, 31% in the right rear. Again, this is a counterclockwise circuit.
Almost lost the back end.
So as we accelerate out, the outside wheel has a lot of stress. Now the front tires are actually very good and in very good shape, and we didn't expect that for this part of the race. I think the telemetry at the pit strategy part before we started the race showed that they were going to be nearly at 50% of their life at the end of 24 laps, and that's why we didn't believe that they would make it. Again, 50% life left on a set of softs is very unlikely. But here we are, looking back at Kamui in the 75 with a couple of Ferraris in tow as we head down the main straight once again. They will have DRS. Every car behind us has their wing open. As you can see, we are towing a long line of cars, wheel to wheel again into turn 1. Kamui just does not have it to go all the way around. Very wide out of turn 8. You can see here that Kamui has got us wheel to wheel, riding on board with Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari. This is turn 10, again very slow. Second or third gear. Down the hill into 11, up the hill into 12. Once again. 13.
Not bad. Tires are only up to 33%. Where?
Yes, 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 guys, yes! Come on, boys!
And that is the finish as we were able to hold back the field.
Top job, yes! I was a bit worried about this one at the start of the weekend, but man, you pulled through. Thank you, well done.
So a very good race here for the number 66, coming up with a win We did start out in
Well,
P2.
that's an end to the sprint action.
No podium
Next
finish
up,
here for
we'll
the
set
sprint
grid
race.
for the
That
Grand
is
Prix.
for the
So
full
we'll see you next time.
71 lap race here at Sao Paulo. We thank you for watching this event at Driving Immersion, and remember, for more exciting racing ahead, give us a like and click on subscribe or follow so that you don't miss out on the next race event. We'll see you next time.